Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And now a shot of the Cardinals' starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Jake Arrieta will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, you remember, growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes some routine play.
Arrieta's got his target. Here comes the 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but, you know, at the plate, you got to know you're not going to get that pitch called the ball twice in a row.
Standing in now, Rendell Grichuk. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Down the third baseline. Backhanded on to first, and there were 2 down.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top 2 guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. It's the Cardinals 0. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Michael Waka gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the Division Series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, remember, he will show that cutter just to keep the hitter off balance and basically to keep the hitter honest. Doesn't want him sitting on certain pitches.
Settling in now, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Digging in, Corey Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Nobody out, runner on first. On the move now is Fowler. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but foul.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Grichuk sprinting after it, one away.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Chris Bryant gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with one gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Ball's on the money, and Fowler is gone at second base.
Well, this is mano a mano right here. You've got a very good base stealer scoring off against, I'd say, the best defensive catcher in baseball in Molina. Yachty can shut down just about any running game, and he guns his guy down here.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Nope,
and it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. Stephen Piscotty will stand in, one of the heroes of the wild card game victory that got him into this division series.
Yeah, he had some pressure-filled at-bats in that ball game. He delivered in a big way.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Matt Adams gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Arrieta sets the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Matt Holliday into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Into the box now, Josh Reddick, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Reddick around the bag at first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hand getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Just hung in there on that one. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Carpenter. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Coming to the plate now, Addison Russell. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
To 2-2 now. Hit hard to short. Diaz scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Johnny Peralta leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And he gets the call there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Fowler looking up. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Just their first hit of the game, but boy, they made it a doozy. That may be his first mistake of the afternoon, and it's going to cost him.
Stepping in now, Michael Wacha. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Arrieta is ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Diaz will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cardinals get one in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina.
We played 2.5.
It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Miguel Montero, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. In there, a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Out on the mound, just got on the board, taking the lead, and you're hoping for a quick shutdown inning, but this guy's got other plans because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
So striding in, Jake Arrieta, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And a bunt attempt here with 2 strikes that'll get foul, so he'll become out number 1. Dexter Fowler will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
1 out and a runner on second base. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and they will get him on the recovery down at third. So you can forget the wild pitch. It's a 2-5 putout, and now there are 2 gone. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They still trail 1-0. Rendell Grichuk is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
But not to worry as the catcher simply applies the tag here for the first out.
And you can bet he's frustrated here that he went after a curveball in the dirt. But to make matters worse, that curveball is nowhere close, but he doesn't even bother to run to first. The catcher can still throw that away. I've seen it happen, so he may get a good talking to back in the dugout.
And Carpenter will reach as that misses for ball 4.
Right fielder.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Runners on the move for second. And the count will be full. Runners on first with 1 down. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Matt Adams will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The left fielder, number 7.
Matt Holliday gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to... A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Corey Seager is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Waka steps into his windup on his way with the 3-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And as you can see there, both guys topping out at 96 miles an hour. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
First baseman number 44.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Piscotty has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Johnny Peralta heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Moving under it, Reddick, 2 down.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Arrieta gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Josh Reddick will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
A quick out number 1.
The batter.
Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Carpenter is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2. Addison Russell will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1. Diaz makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Matt Carpenter stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Steven Piscotty will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting,
Matt Adams strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Miguel Montero gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Waka's ready. Here's the 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. To first. Oh, great stop by Adams. It's in time.
Whew, no problem. Well, they say pitching and defense is what's going to win you ball games, and we've seen evidence of both in this one. That's an incredible play right there, and it's just part of the reason why this guy still has a shutout work.
Chase Utley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Very weakly on the ground. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
the center fielder, number 24.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Toward the dugout. Did he catch it? He did. What a play there to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Adam Warren is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Johnny Peralta ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Yadier Molina will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. Michael Waka comes forward to swing the bat, but he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach it here with one away. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Bunt sign still on 1 and 2, and he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Diaz will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
A chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Greg Holland will slide in now and try and work out of this one.
Number 57.
Diaz will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away.
When you're open.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cards strand a couple. They lead it. Corey Seager will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Waka gets the sign. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2 and 2 now. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Worth a look at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he's up to 80 for the game right now, so he should still be in pretty good shape.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Anthony Rizzo stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1 and 2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. You just have.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Rendell Grichuk comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Back goes Fowler. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 13.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. 1 and 2.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2 and 2. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat and not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Now in the box, Stephen Piscotty. He singled his last time up. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2 and 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3 and 2.
And that fastball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're up. Leading off the inning, Josh Reddick, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Waka looks in. Full count pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Kyle Schwarber will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Addison Russell will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Matt Adams will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Will Smith will come in and pitch now. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's a high pop-up. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
The left fielder, number 7.
Matt Holliday gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hector Rondon will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9. Matt Holliday stands in. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired. 2 gone. Johnny Peralta digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. Miguel Montero will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. High in the air out to center field. Grichuk is there, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 56.
Yeah, only 2 outs now stand between him and his shutout. And the way he's throwing the ball, doesn't look like he's going to have too much trouble getting it.
And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Right side, hit hard. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
And that's a pretty good job of staying with the ball because he doesn't really panic after he clanked it. And then he just regathers himself and fires a strike to first to get the out.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one fine.
And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge essentially from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And, guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it.